Diablo Lore Facts, Part 1. The Eternal Conflict ****. Welcome to our deep dive into the dark and captivating lore of the Diablo universe. Our story begins with the Eternal Conflict, a ceaseless war between the high heavens and the burning hells. This cosmic battle has shaped the fate of Sanctuary, the mortal realm where humans live, caught between angels and demons. The Eternal Conflict isn't just a backdrop. It's the foundation of Diablo's world, explaining the existence of its heroes, villains, and countless horrors. At its core, this war is about control and survival, with neither side able to claim absolute victory, creating a tense balance that fuels the series' rich narrative. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 2. Creation of Sanctuary and the Nephalem. Sanctuary, the world where Diablo takes place, was created by renegade angels and demons who sought refuge from the eternal conflict. These outcasts, led by the angel Anarius and the demon Lilith, formed a secret realm far from the heavens and hells. They mingled their essences, giving birth to the Nephalem, powerful beings that are ancestors of humanity in Diablo's lore. The Nephalem possess strength far beyond mortals, and their bloodline is central to the series' plot, as their latent power often awakens in heroes and villains alike. This creation myth sets Sanctuary apart as a place of neutrality and hidden power. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 3. The Prime Evils and the Lesser Evils. At the heart of the burning hells are the prime evils: Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. These three demon lords embody terror, hatred, and destruction. They rule over the demonic legions with unmatched cruelty and intelligence. Alongside them are the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodon, and Ariel and Duriel, each governing aspects of sin and chaos. The dynamic between the prime and lesser evils shapes the demonic hierarchy and the overarching threats faced by Sanctuary's heroes. These characters aren't just bosses to fight. They represent deeper themes of corruption and power. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 4. The Heraldric Order and the Quest for Balance. The Heraldric Order, founded by powerful mages, serves as the guardians of knowledge and magic in Sanctuary. They played a crucial role in combating the forces of evil by creating enchanted artifacts and teaching heroes how to wield magic responsibly. The Horadrim famously trapped the prime evils in soulstones to prevent their destruction from spreading. Their history is filled with sacrifice and mystery, as many members disappeared or turned rogue over time. Understanding the Heraldric Order is key to grasping the magical and mystical elements in Diablo's lore. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 5. The Role of the Worldstone. The Worldstone is a mystical artifact created by the Archangel Anarius to protect Sanctuary from the eternal conflict. It shaped the physical realm and tempered the powers of the Nephalem to keep humanity safe from their own immense potential. However, the Worldstone's influence also suppressed the growth of humans, making them vulnerable. The artifact's destruction and manipulation across the series have enormous consequences, influencing events in Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. It symbolizes the struggle between control and chaos that defines the Diablo universe. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 6. The Rise of the Dark Wanderer. One of the most iconic figures in Diablo lore is the Dark Wanderer, who is actually Prince Aiden, the warrior who becomes possessed by Diablo himself. After Diablo's release, Aiden's transformation into the Dark Wanderer marks the spread of demonic corruption through Sanctuary. His journey across the lands brings terror and destruction, setting the stage for the events in Diablo 2. The Dark Wanderer embodies the tragedy of a hero's fall from grace and the seductive power of evil. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 7. The Sanctuary's Heroes and Their Origins. Sanctuary's heroes are more than just avatars for players. They have rich backstories deeply tied to the world's lore. From the barbarian tribes of Mount Arit, who honor the Nephalem bloodline, to the sorcerers trained in ancient magical arts, Each class brings unique cultural and historical context. The Demon Hunter, a class introduced in Diablo 3, comes from a secretive order dedicated to eradicating the demons by any means necessary. Understanding the origins of these heroes enhances the player's connection to their journey and the ongoing battle between light and darkness. Diablo Lore Facts Part 8. The Pandemonium Fortress and its Secrets. The Pandemonium Fortress stands at the crossroads between heaven and hell, serving as a strategic battleground during the eternal conflict. It is where the armies of angels and demons clash in an endless struggle for dominance. Within its walls lie powerful relics and ancient secrets guarded fiercely by both sides. The fortress also holds a deep connection to the prime evils, being the site of major confrontations and imprisonments. Exploring the Pandemonium Fortress reveals the scale and intensity of the cosmic war shaping Diablo's world. Diablo Lore Facts Part 9. The Influence of Lilith and the Blood War. Lilith, daughter of Mephisto and mother of the Nephalem, plays a crucial yet often hidden role in Sanctuary's fate. She champions the Nephilem's power and seeks to protect humanity's right to evolve beyond angelic and demonic control. Her actions spark conflict not only with the forces of heaven and hell but also with human factions wary of her ambitions. The Blood War, an ongoing clash within the demonic ranks themselves, is heavily influenced by Lilith's machinations. Her story adds depth to the struggle for Sanctuary's future, blending themes of rebellion and destiny. Diablo Lore Facts Part 10. The Legacy and Future of Sanctuary. As the Diablo saga progresses, Sanctuary's future remains uncertain. The constant struggle between angels, demons, and humans continues to evolve with new threats and alliances. The heroes who rise to defend Sanctuary do so knowing that the eternal conflict is far from over. Each installment in the series expands on this legacy, exploring themes of sacrifice, redemption, and power. Understanding Diablo's lore is not only about appreciating its dark fantasy world, but also about connecting with the timeless story of light versus darkness, and the hope that even in the darkest times, heroes can emerge. Diablo Lore Facts Part 11. The Black Soulstone and its Power. The Black Soulstone is one of the most powerful and dangerous artifacts in Diablo lore. Created by the Horadrim mage Zoltan Kull, it was designed to contain the souls of the prime and lesser evils all at once, a feat never before accomplished. Unlike the original Soulstones, the Black Soulstone corrupts whoever wields it with immense power and madness. Its creation and eventual use play a critical role in Diablo 3's storyline, as it becomes a key to controlling or destroying the demonic threat. This artifact symbolizes humanity's desperate attempt to control forces far beyond their comprehension. Diablo Lore Facts Part 12. The Rise and Fall of Deckard Cain. Deckard Cain is the most beloved and knowledgeable lore figure in the Diablo series. A descendant of the Horadrim, he serves as a guide, historian, and mentor to the heroes. Cain's deep understanding of Sanctuary's history and the eternal conflict often provides crucial insights into the player's quests. His life is marked by sacrifice and wisdom, and his eventual death in Diablo 3 deeply impacts the storyline, symbolizing the passing of an era. Cain embodies the theme that knowledge and history are vital weapons against darkness. Diablo Lore Facts Part 13. The Tragic Tale of Leah. Leah's story in Diablo 3 is one of tragedy and betrayal. She is the adopted niece of Deckard Cain and initially appears as an innocent, kind-hearted character. However, her hidden heritage as the daughter of the demoness Audria and her connection to Diablo make her a central figure in the demonic invasion of Sanctuary. Leah's slow corruption by Diablo's influence highlights themes of innocence lost and the inescapable pull of destiny. Her fate intertwines personal sacrifice with the broader cosmic battle. Diablo Lore Facts Part 14. The eternal conflict's impact on the world. The eternal conflict doesn't just shape the fate of angels and demons. It deeply influences Sanctuary's geography and culture. Many locations in Diablo games, such as Tristram, the Burning Hells, and the High Heavens, carry scars from centuries of warfare. The conflict spawns demons, undead, and corrupted beasts that terrorize the lands, forcing humans into fortified cities and secretive orders. The presence of angels among mortals is rare but pivotal, often guiding key events. The eternal conflict's constant pressure creates an atmosphere of dread and urgency that permeates every corner of Diablo's world. Diablo Lore Facts Part 15. The Barbarians and the Worldstone Guardians. The Barbarians of Mount Arit are descendants of the original Nephalem and serve as fierce protectors of the Worldstone. Their culture is steeped in honor, strength, and loyalty to their ancestors' legacy. They have been entrusted with guarding the Worldstone against both demonic forces and angels who seek to control it. The barbarians' resilience and connection to ancient magic make them unique among Sanctuary's inhabitants, often standing as the last line of defense against apocalyptic threats. Their story is a testament to the Nephalem's enduring power. Diablo Lore Facts Part 16. The Scouring of the Horadrim. The Horadrim, once the mighty order of mages and warriors dedicated to imprisoning evil, eventually fell into decline due to internal strife and demonic corruption. Many of their secrets were lost, and some members became corrupted or disappeared. The Scouring of the Horadrim refers to the period when their order was nearly wiped out, leaving behind only fragments of their knowledge. This event caused a shift in Sanctuary's power dynamics and made the fight against evil more desperate, as fewer defenders held the key to ancient magical protections. Diablo Lore Facts Part 17. The Witch Adria and Her Dark Ambitions. Adria, the Witch, is one of the most mysterious and manipulative characters in Diablo lore. Initially appearing as a helpful figure, she later reveals herself as a loyal servant to Diablo and a key architect of his return. Adria's motivations are complex, blending personal ambition, dark magic, and loyalty to the prime evil. She represents the seductive nature of evil, offering power at the cost of corruption and betrayal. Her legacy continues to influence Sanctuary's fate even after the events of Diablo 3. Diablo Lore Facts Part 18. The Horadric Cube and Its Mysteries. The Horadric Cube is more than just a crafting tool. It is a relic imbued with powerful magic by the Horadrim. It can combine, transform, and break down magical items, making it essential for heroes seeking to harness their power. The cube's origins tie directly to the Horadrim's efforts to contain evil and protect Sanctuary. Its existence reminds players that magic in Diablo is as much about knowledge and ingenuity as it is about raw power. The Horadric Cube embodies the link between ancient wisdom and the present fight against darkness. Diablo Lore Facts Part 19. The Importance of Soulstones. Soulstones are magical gems created to imprison the essence of demons, primarily the prime evils. Each soulstone binds a demon lord's soul, preventing them from escaping into Sanctuary and wreaking havoc. However, these stones have a dark history. Their power can corrupt those who wield them, as seen with Prince Aiden's transformation into the Dark Wanderer. Soulstones symbolize the thin line between control and corruption, and their creation is a testament to the desperate measures taken by Sanctuary's defenders. Diablo Lore Facts Part 20. The High Heavens and the Ong-Iris Council. The High Heavens are the celestial realm of angels, governed by the Ong-Iris Council, a group of archangels who oversee the eternal conflict. Each council member embodies virtues like justice, valor, and wisdom, but their sometimes rigid adherence to order causes tension. The angels' intervention in Sanctuary is both a blessing and a curse, as their desire to maintain balance can lead to conflict with humans and even other angels. Understanding the high heavens politics adds layers to the narrative, showing that even forces of good are complex and flawed. Diablo Lore Facts Part 21. The Role of Tyrell, the Archangel of Justice. Tyrell, once the Archangel of Justice, is one of the most pivotal characters bridging heaven and sanctuary. Defying the strict laws of the high heavens, he chose to walk among humans to protect them directly from demonic threats. Tyrell's decision to sacrifice his angelic form and become mortal illustrates his deep commitment to balance and compassion. His story emphasizes the blurred lines between good and evil, showing that true justice sometimes requires breaking the rules. Diablo Lore Facts Part 22. The Sin War Trilogy, a prelude to Sanctuary's history. The Sin War is an epic series of events predating the main Diablo games, chronicling the first major battles for control of Sanctuary. It centers around the conflict between angels, demons, and humans caught in between, including the rise of the Nephalem. This trilogy reveals the origins of key characters like Inarius and Lilith, and the creation of Sanctuary itself. Though not covered directly in the main games, the Sin War provides essential context for understanding the universe's deep history and the stakes involved. Diablo Lore Facts Part 23. The Legacy of the Skeleton King. The Skeleton King, also known as King Leoric, was once a noble ruler who succumbed to madness and demonic possession. His tragic downfall symbolizes the pervasive corruption demons spread through Sanctuary. King Leoric's ghostly form haunts the catacombs beneath Tristram, reminding players of the high cost of unchecked evil. His story is a cautionary tale about power, loss, and the thin lines separating humanity from monstrosity. Diablo Lore Facts Part 24. The Nephilem's Awakening. Throughout the series, the latent power of the Nephalem, the offspring of angels and demons, begins to reawaken in humanity. This awakening is a central theme in Diablo 3, as heroes discover their own Nephalem heritage and access incredible abilities. This resurgence challenges the old order, threatening both heaven and hell. The Nephalem represent hope and the possibility of change, as well as a new kind of power that could reshape the eternal conflict forever. Diablo Lore Facts Part 25. The Role of the Druids in Sanctuary. The Druids, introduced in Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, are mystical shapeshifters who draw their power from nature and ancient spirits. They hail from the dryads of the Kuros jungles and Mount Arit's wilderness, striving to maintain balance between the natural world and supernatural forces. Their unique connection to animals and elemental magic enriches Diablo's lore, showing that not all power comes from angelic or demonic sources. The Druids embody harmony and primal strength. Diablo Lore Facts Part 26. The Corruption of Zoltan Kull. Zoltan Kull was a legendary Horadric mage whose pursuit of power led to his corruption. Initially a hero who helped trap the prime evils, Kull's desire for immortality and knowledge turned him into a dangerous figure willing to sacrifice anything, including his own people. His fall highlights the dangers of unchecked ambition and the seductive nature of forbidden magic. Kull's story also ties directly to the Black Soulstone's creation and the darker side of the Horadrim. Diablo Lore Facts Part 27. The Cult of the Triune and Religious Fanaticism. The Cult of the Triune is a secretive and fanatical religious group that worships a twisted doctrine blending angelic and demonic elements. Their zealotry drives much of the conflict in Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, as they seek to manipulate Sanctuary's fate for their own ends. The cult exemplifies how faith, when corrupted by fanaticism and ambition, can become a force as dangerous as demons themselves. This adds another layer to Diablo's exploration of morality and belief. Diablo Lore Facts Part 28. the Worldstone's shattering and its consequences. The destruction of the Worldstone in Diablo 3 marks a pivotal moment in the lore. When Tyrell shatters the artifact to prevent its corruption by the prime evils, it unleashes massive changes. Without the Worldstone's dampening influence, the Nephalem's power is no longer suppressed, allowing humanity to reach unprecedented strength. However, this freedom comes with great risks, as the boundaries between heaven, hell, and sanctuary begin to blur more than ever before. Diablo Lore Facts Part 29. The Role of Cain's Family and Their Legacy. Deckard Cain's lineage is more than just a lineage of scholars. It carries a sacred duty to protect Sanctuary's history and fight against evil's resurgence. The Cain family represents the torchbearers of ancient knowledge, passing down secrets through generations. Their sacrifices and wisdom have been crucial in guiding heroes and unraveling dark mysteries. This family's story reminds players that heritage and memory are powerful weapons in the ongoing war. Diablo Lore Facts Part 30. The Betrayal of Imperius, the Archangel of Valor. Imperius, the Archangel of Valor, is known for his fierce pride and uncompromising nature. His distrust of humanity and tendency to clash with other angels often complicates the fight against evil. His eventual rebellion and strained relationship with Tyrell add tension to the high heavens politics. Imperius's story demonstrates how even those on the side of good can be flawed, and how internal conflict can be just as dangerous as external threats. Diablo Lore Facts Part 31. The Darkening of Tristram. Tristram, the once peaceful town, is the epicenter of much of Diablo's horror. The Darkening of Tristram refers to the creeping corruption that overtook the town, largely due to Diablo's influence after being released from his Soulstone prison. The event saw the rise of undead, demons, and the fall of King Leoric's lineage. This setting grounds the player in the tragic consequences of the eternal conflict spilling into the mortal world, and serves as a haunting reminder of how evil corrupts even the purest of places. Diablo Lore Facts Part 32. The Butcher, a Symbol of Hell's Cruelty. The Butcher is one of Diablo's most iconic monsters, known for his brutal violence and monstrous form. Originally a human blacksmith named Ogden, he was corrupted and transformed into a monstrous executioner by demonic forces. The Butcher's grotesque visage and savage nature embody the raw, visceral horror of the burning hells. He represents the merciless brutality that characters face throughout their journey and serves as a chilling introduction to Diablo's dark atmosphere. Diablo Lore Facts Part 33. The Influence of the Zakaram Faith. The Zakaram faith, once a dominant religion in Sanctuary, worshipped the light and the Archangel Anarius. Over time, the faith became corrupted by the influence of the lesser evil Belial, twisting its doctrines into fanaticism and zealotry. The rise and fall of the Zakaram Empire illustrate how even forces of light can be subverted, and how political and religious power in Sanctuary is often entangled with supernatural influence. The ruins of Zakaram temples and its fanatical priests appear as both allies and enemies throughout the series. Diablo Lore Facts Part 34. The Eternal Conflict's Impact on Human Society. The endless war between angels and demons profoundly affects every facet of human society in Sanctuary. Fear of demonic invasion, the rise of secret orders like the Horadrim and Demon Hunters, and the spread of superstition and folklore all stem from the ongoing struggle. Human kingdoms often find themselves caught in the crossfire or corrupted from within. This constant tension influences the culture, politics, and daily life of Sanctuary's inhabitants, making the world feel lived in and dynamic. Diablo Lore Facts Part 35. The Role of the Demon Hunters. Demon Hunters are a secretive and deadly order dedicated to eradicating the demonic scourge. They blend martial prowess with dark magic and forbidden rituals to fight fire with fire. Originating from the survivors of demonic invasions, Demon Hunters are driven by vengeance and unyielding determination. Their harsh discipline and often solitary nature set them apart, reflecting the harsh realities of battling evil that refuses to die. Their story adds a gritty, personal angle to the grand cosmic struggle. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 36. The Shattered Realms, the battlefields between heaven and hell. Between the high heavens and burning hells lie the shattered realms, fragmented planes of existence where angels and demons clash endlessly. These realms are chaotic, dangerous, and serve as the true front lines of the eternal conflict. Understanding the shattered realms gives insight into the scale of the war and the constant pressure Sanctuary faces. They are not just battlegrounds, but also places of powerful magic and lost knowledge, often visited or referenced in the games. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 37. The Curse of the Nephalem Bloodline. While the Nephalem possess incredible power, their bloodline is also a curse. Many of Sanctuary's tragedies stem from the awakening of this power in individuals who cannot control it. The potential for great good is always shadowed by the risk of corruption and destruction. This duality adds depth to the hero's journeys, showing that power comes with a price. The curse of the Nephalem bloodline is a recurring theme that ties together many characters and events. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 38. The Rise of the Demon Lord Baal. Baal, the Lord of Destruction, is one of the prime evils whose ambitions nearly bring ruin to Sanctuary. His invasion in Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, centers around corrupting the Worldstone to reshape the world in his image. Baal's ruthlessness and raw destructive power embody the theme of apocalyptic destruction. His campaign forces the heroes to rally against an existential threat, highlighting the high stakes and desperate battles that define the Diablo saga. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 39. The Influence of Corruption and Madness. Corruption and madness are recurring forces in Diablo's world, affecting heroes, villains, and innocents alike. Exposure to demonic magic or forbidden knowledge often leads to mental and spiritual decay. Characters like King Leoric, the Dark Wanderer, and even certain Horadrim members showcase how power and darkness can twist the mind and soul. This theme reinforces the horror elements in Diablo, reminding players that evil corrupts from within as much as it attacks from without. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 40. The Last Horadrim and Their Final Stand. The last surviving members of the Horadrim play a crucial role in Diablo 3, guiding heroes and providing magical support. They represent the final link to the ancient order that once sealed away the prime evils. Their efforts show the endurance of hope and knowledge, even as darkness threatens to overwhelm Sanctuary. The Horadrim's final stand is both a tribute to their legacy and a testament to the unending fight against evil. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 41. Lilith, the Daughter of Mephisto. Lilith, daughter of Mephisto, is a central figure in Sanctuary's creation. Alongside the angel Anarius, she co-founded the world as a refuge for themselves and other renegades. Lilith's influence on humanity is profound, as she is considered the mother of the Nephalem, the powerful hybrid offspring of angels and demons. Her motivations are complex, balancing her desire for power with a twisted form of maternal protection. Lilith's return in Diablo 4 reignites ancient conflicts and exposes the fragile foundations of Sanctuary. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 42. The Origins of Sanctuary. Sanctuary was created by Anarius and Lilith as a secret world away from the eternal conflict. It was meant to be a neutral ground where angels and demons could escape endless war. However, Sanctuary's creation upset the cosmic balance, leading to the birth of humanity, the Nephalem. This secret origin story frames much of the Diablo narrative and explains why Sanctuary is such a contested and cursed world. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 43. The Rise of the Zoltan Kull. Zoltan Kull, once a brilliant Horadric mage, played a major role in trapping the prime evils within soulstones. His insatiable thirst for power and immortality ultimately led to his betrayal of the Horadrim. Kull's story is a dark lesson about the corrupting nature of forbidden knowledge and ambition. His legacy haunts Diablo 3 as players confront his dark creations and the Black Soulstone he forged. Diablo Lore Facts Part 44. The Prime Evil's Influence on Sanctuary. The Prime Evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal, are the most powerful demons, each embodying fundamental aspects of evil: terror, hatred, and destruction. Their direct influence on Sanctuary manifests in widespread corruption, demonic invasions, and the creation of monstrous minions. Their goal is to dominate Sanctuary and ultimately tip the eternal conflict in Hell's favor. Their presence shapes every dark corner of the Diablo universe. Diablo Lore Facts Part 45. The Horadrim's Creation and Mission. The Horadrim were founded by the Archangel Tyrell under the guidance of the Ong-Iris Council. Their mission was to hunt down and imprison the prime evils using soulstones. This ancient order of powerful mages and warriors was instrumental in shaping Sanctuary's history and protecting humanity. However, internal corruption and tragedy eventually led to their decline, making their remaining members key allies in the fight against evil. Diablo Lore Facts Part 46. The Betrayal of Adria. Adria, a seemingly benign witch, betrays humanity by becoming Diablo's servant. Her manipulation and use of dark magic directly facilitate the return of the prime evil. Adria's betrayal underscores the theme of trust and deception prevalent throughout Diablo's storylines. Her tragic connection to Leah adds emotional weight to her actions and heightens the stakes for the heroes. Diablo Lore Facts Part 47. The Role of the Demon Hunter's Origin. Demon hunters emerged as a response to the increasing threat of demons. Originating from survivors of demonic invasions, these warriors combine combat skills with dark magic to hunt demons relentlessly. Their origin story is steeped in vengeance and loss, driving their ruthless pursuit of evil. Demon hunters symbolize humanity's resilience and determination to fight darkness on its own terms. Diablo Lore Facts Part 48. The Corruption of the Worldstone. The Worldstone was a powerful artifact that dampened the power of the Nephalem to keep the balance between angels, demons, and humans. Over time, the Worldstone became corrupted, threatening to unleash catastrophic chaos. Its shattering by Tyrell was both an act of destruction and liberation, permanently altering the fate of Sanctuary and humanity's potential. Diablo Lore Facts Part 49. The Angel Tyrell's Mortal Transformation. Tyrell's choice to become mortal is a key turning point in the Diablo saga. By relinquishing his angelic form, he gains a deeper understanding of humanity's struggles and limitations. This transformation bridges the gap between divine and mortal realms and highlights themes of sacrifice, empathy, and hope. Tyrell's journey emphasizes that true heroism comes from selflessness. Diablo Lore Facts Part 50. The Eternal Conflict's Endless Cycle. The eternal conflict is an unending war between the high heavens and the burning hells, with Sanctuary caught in the middle. Neither side achieves lasting victory, perpetuating a cycle of destruction and suffering. This endless war is the backdrop for all Diablo games, representing the struggle between order and chaos, light and darkness. It sets the stage for every hero's fight and every villain's rise. Diablo Lore Facts Part 51. The Nephalem's Role in Shaping Sanctuary. The Nephalem, born from the union of angels and demons, are the original ancestors of humanity in Sanctuary. Possessing immense power far surpassing that of ordinary mortals, their strength was so great that both heaven and hell sought to suppress it by weakening their descendants through the Worldstone. This legacy of power and potential makes humanity uniquely pivotal in the eternal conflict, able to shift the balance of power depending on their choices. Diablo Lore Facts Part 52. The Significance of the Dark Wanderer. The Dark Wanderer is the corrupted form of Prince Aiden, who was possessed by Diablo after the latter's escape from the Soulstone. His journey across Sanctuary in Diablo I sets the stage for the conflict in later games. The Dark Wanderer's transformation symbolizes the tragic consequences of attempting to wield demonic power and the thin line between heroism and damnation. Diablo Lore Facts Part 53. The Cataclysmic Fall of the Worldstone. The destruction of the Worldstone in Diablo 3 caused a seismic shift in Sanctuary's fate. By shattering the artifact, Tyrell removed the barrier suppressing the Nephalem's power, leading to a surge of strength among humanity, but also increased vulnerability to demonic influence. This event opened a new chapter in the eternal conflict, where humans became more powerful yet faced unprecedented dangers. Diablo Lore Facts Part 54. The Horadrim's Last Stand. The Horadrim, once a mighty order, faced near extinction due to internal betrayals and external assaults. Their last surviving members aided the heroes in Diablo 3, passing on ancient knowledge and magical relics. This final stand emphasizes the recurring theme of sacrifice and the passing of ancient wisdom to new generations fighting evil. Diablo Lore Facts Part 55. The Origins of the Demon Hunters. Demon hunters traced their roots to those who survived demonic invasions and vowed to eradicate evil at any cost. Using both traditional weaponry and dark, forbidden magic, they operate from the shadows. Their origin story is marked by loss and vengeance, highlighting the personal toll of the eternal war and the human capacity for resilience and adaptation. Diablo Lore Facts Part 56. The Betrayal and Legacy of Audria. Audria's betrayal was a key factor enabling Diablo's return. Her role as a witch and mother to Leah adds emotional depth to her treachery. Audria's actions show the devastating impact of deception and the tragic consequences when love and loyalty become tools for evil. Diablo Lore Facts Part 57. The Role of the Burning Hell's Lesser Evils. Alongside the prime evils, the lesser evils like Belial and Asmodon play crucial roles in the demonic hierarchy. Each embodies specific sins or corruptions, manipulating mortals and demons alike to further their agendas. Their schemes add layers of complexity to the antagonist's motives and create varied threats in Sanctuary. Diablo Lore Facts Part 58. The High Heavens' Internal Conflicts. While the angels of the high heavens fight for order and justice, they are not without internal strife. Disagreements over how to interact with humanity and how to conduct the eternal conflict create tension, especially between figures like Tyrell and Imperius. This adds nuance to the angelic side, showing that even forces of good struggle with pride and ideology. Diablo Lore Facts Part 59. The Curse of the Skeleton King. King Leoric's descent into madness and transformation into the Skeleton King is a poignant example of corruption's devastating effects. Once a noble ruler, his tragic fate reflects how demonic influence can destroy even the strongest minds and hearts. His haunting presence in Tristram's catacombs serves as a grim warning to heroes. Diablo Lore Facts Part 60. The Importance of the Horadric Cube. The Horadric Cube is an essential artifact capable of transmuting items and unlocking powerful magical combinations. Created by the Horadrim, it symbolizes the importance of knowledge and craftsmanship in fighting evil. The cube's practical and mystical functions make it a vital tool for heroes throughout the Diablo series. Diablo Lore Facts Part 61. The Story Behind Leah's Tragic Fate. Leah, daughter of Audria, is a pivotal character in Diablo 3. Raised unaware of her demonic heritage, Leah's fate becomes intertwined with Diablo's return. Her tragic transformation into Diablo's vessel illustrates the themes of innocence corrupted and destiny entwined with dark forces. Leah's story adds emotional weight to the conflict and highlights the personal costs of the eternal conflict. Diablo Lore Facts Part 62. The role of the Black Soulstone. The Black Soulstone is a powerful artifact created by Zoltan Kull to imprison the souls of the prime and lesser evils. Unlike previous soulstones, it can contain multiple souls simultaneously, making it the ultimate weapon against demonic forces. However, its immense power also brings great danger, as those who wield it risk corruption. The Black Soulstone drives much of Diablo 3's plot and symbolizes the peril of playing with forbidden power. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 63. The Fall of Mount Arete. Mount Arete, once a sacred site for the barbarians, was shattered during the prime evil's attempts to corrupt Sanctuary. This destruction led to the scattering of the barbarians and the loss of much of their ancestral heritage. The mountain's fall symbolizes the wider devastation caused by the eternal conflict and the cultural losses suffered by Sanctuary's peoples. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 64. The unique magic of the necromancers. Necromancers, masters of death magic and reanimation, are tied deeply to Sanctuary's darker lore. Using forbidden rituals, they command the dead and manipulate life energy. Their origins trace back to ancient practices in the desert kingdoms. Necromancers represent the thin line between life and death, raising questions about morality and power in the Diablo universe. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 65. The Rise of the Scoundrel. The Scoundrel, one of Diablo 3's companions, started as a thief and rogue, but grows into a key ally for the Nephalem. His backstory is filled with betrayal, survival, and reluctant heroism. The Scoundrel adds a human element of cunning and streetwise wisdom to the party, balancing raw power with strategy and charm. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 66. The Angel Inarius and His Forbidden Love. Inarius, an archangel who defied the high heavens, fell in love with the demon Lilith. Together, they created Sanctuary to escape the eternal conflict. Their forbidden love and the resulting birth of the Nephalem laid the foundation for humanity's existence. Inarius' story is one of rebellion, love, and the unintended consequences of defying cosmic order. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 67. The Role of the Zak-Aram Crusaders. The Zak-Aram Crusaders are fanatical warriors of the Zak-Aram faith, dedicated to spreading their religion and eradicating heresy. Once protectors of Sanctuary, they became corrupted and zealously enforced their doctrines, sometimes to violent extremes. Their fall from grace illustrates how religion can be manipulated and twisted by both human ambition and demonic influence. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 68. The Corruption of the Cathedral in Tristram. The cathedral in Tristram, built over the sealed body of the Dark Wanderer, became a center of demonic corruption. Its dark halls are filled with twisted creatures and remnants of the past, serving as a physical representation of the evil seeping into Sanctuary. The cathedral's descent mirrors the fate of Tristram itself, a once hopeful place turned into a den of horror. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 69. The eternal conflict's impact on Sanctuary's geography. The cosmic war between heaven and hell has left deep scars on Sanctuary's landscape. From shattered mountains to corrupted forests and cursed ruins, the environment tells stories of past battles and lingering evil. This ever-changing geography influences the lives of Sanctuary's inhabitants and shapes the adventures heroes embark upon. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 70. The Horadrim's Role in Creating Magical Artifacts. The Horadrim were not just warriors but master craftsmen who forged powerful magical artifacts used to combat evil. Items like the Horadric Staff and the Horadric Cube were created to contain, channel, or destroy dark forces. Their craftsmanship is a testament to the importance of knowledge, ingenuity, and magic combined in the eternal struggle. Diablo Lore Facts, Part 71. The Secret of the Pandemonium Fortress. The Pandemonium Fortress serves as a gateway between the high heavens and the burning hells. Built by the angels, it is heavily fortified and acts as a battleground in the eternal conflict. Its strategic importance and constant siege symbolize the fragile balance between order and chaos. Many key events in the lore revolve around this fortress and its defenders. Diablo Lore Facts Part 72. The Sin War's Lasting Legacy. The Sin War was a cataclysmic conflict between angels, demons, and humanity that shaped Sanctuary's early history. It was fought over control of the mortal realm and the fate of humanity's soul. The war introduced the concept of the Nephalem's potential and led to the establishment of Sanctuary as a separate plane. The Sin War's echoes resonate throughout the series, influencing many characters and factions. Diablo Lore Facts Part 73. The Role of Inarius's Hidden Sanctuary. Inarius created Sanctuary in secret, hiding it from both the high heavens and burning hells. His intent was to escape the endless war and build a peaceful world. However, Sanctuary became a battleground for the eternal conflict, and Inarius's original vision was shattered. The secretive nature of Sanctuary's creation adds mystery and depth to Diablo's world building. Diablo Lore Facts Part 74. The Nephalem's Awakening. The Nephalem are the first generation of humans born from angelic and demonic parents, possessing godlike powers. Over generations, their power was suppressed by the World Stone to prevent them from becoming too strong. The awakening of the Nephalem, as seen in the heroes of Diablo 3, reignites hope for Sanctuary but also invites great danger from demonic forces seeking to control or destroy them. Diablo Lore Facts Part 75. The Corrupted Angel Imperius. Imperius, the Archangel of Valor, is known for his fierce pride and unwavering resolve. His rigid sense of justice often puts him at odds with other angels, especially Tyrell. Imperius's uncompromising nature represents the high heavens' militaristic side, and his actions shape many conflicts within the celestial realm, influencing how angels interact with humanity. Diablo Lore Facts Part 76. The Origins of the Barbarian Tribes. The barbarians hail from the mountainous region of Mount Arit. They are fierce warriors deeply connected to their land and ancestral spirits. Their tribal society values strength, honor, and tradition. The destruction of Mount Arit forced them to scatter, but their warrior culture continues to play a crucial role in Sanctuary's defense against demonic forces. Diablo Lore Facts Part 77. The Legend of the Black Soulstone's Creation. Zoltan Kull created the Black Soulstone as a means to trap the combined souls of the prime and lesser evils. This artifact is far more powerful than the original Soulstones, capable of containing multiple demon souls simultaneously. However, the Black Soulstone's immense power makes it a double-edged sword, as it risks corrupting those who wield it, symbolizing the danger of ultimate power. Diablo Lore Facts Part 78. The Fall of King Leoric. King Leoric's tragic fall from a noble ruler to the undead skeleton king is a story of madness and corruption. Once a just king, he was driven insane by demonic influence, causing his kingdom to fall into chaos. His transformation serves as a stark example of how evil corrupts not just bodies, but minds and souls as well, emphasizing the high personal costs of the eternal conflict. Diablo Lore Facts Part 79. The Role of the Lesser Evils. The lesser evils, Belial, Asmodon, and others, play crucial roles in the Burning Hell's hierarchy. Each embodies specific sins like deception, pride, and gluttony. They orchestrate schemes to undermine both heaven and Sanctuary, often working behind the scenes to expand their influence. Their machinations add depth to the demonic threat beyond just the prime evils. Diablo Lore Facts Part 80. The Black Soulstone's Influence on Sanctuary. The Black Soulstone's presence has a profound effect on Sanctuary. By capturing and housing the souls of the prime evils, it became a beacon of immense dark power. Its influence causes corruption, war, and the rise of powerful factions vying for control. The artifact's power both threatens and protects Sanctuary, making it a focal point in the struggle between good and evil. Diablo Lore Facts Part 81. The Eternal Conflict and its Cosmic Scale. The Eternal Conflict is a war that has raged for eons between the high heavens and the burning hells. This cosmic battle transcends Sanctuary, involving celestial and infernal beings locked in a struggle for ultimate control. Sanctuary is caught in the crossfire as a battleground for this eternal war, with humanity unknowingly at its center. Diablo Lore Facts Part 82. The Tragic Tale of Auriel, the Archangel of Hope. Auriel embodies hope and compassion among the high heavens. She believes in the potential for redemption even for the fallen. Her gentle yet firm nature contrasts with more militant angels like Imperius. Auriel's presence in Sanctuary serves as a beacon of light and faith amid darkness, showing that hope is a powerful weapon against despair. Diablo Lore Facts Part 83. The Creation and Purpose of the Horadric Order. The Horadrim were founded to hunt down and imprison the prime evils. They were elite mages and warriors charged with safeguarding Sanctuary. Their creation marked a major turning point in the fight against demonic forces, combining magic, knowledge, and combat to create a lasting defense. Despite their decline, their legacy continues through artifacts and lore. Diablo Lore Facts Part 84. The Role of the Ong-Iris Council. The Ong-Iris Council governs the high heavens and sets celestial policy. Composed of the 7 archangels, it represents order and justice. The Council's decisions affect the eternal conflict and Sanctuary's fate. Internal disagreements within the Council, especially over how to treat humanity, add complexity to the divine hierarchy. Diablo Lore Facts Part 85. The Demon Hunter's Oath and Vengeance. Demon hunters are bound by an oath to eradicate demonic presence at any cost. Their training is harsh, and many have personal vendettas driving their crusade. This relentless pursuit of vengeance highlights themes of sacrifice and obsession. Their unique blend of stealth, magic, and combat makes them formidable opponents to Hell's legions. Diablo Lore Facts Part 86. The Legacy of the Zakarim Faith. The Zakarim religion was once a unifying force in Sanctuary, preaching faith and justice. However, over time it became corrupted by fanaticism and demonic influence, leading to internal strife and persecution. This fall from grace illustrates how religion can be twisted and used as a tool for both good and evil. Diablo Lore Facts Part 87. The Importance of Soulstones. Soulstones are magical gems designed to trap the essences of powerful demons. Created by the Horadrim, they were instrumental in imprisoning the prime evils. However, soulstones are double-edged, as their power can corrupt those who wield them. They remain central artifacts in Sanctuary's history and the ongoing battle against evil. Diablo Lore Facts Part 88. The Barbarian's Connection to Ancestral Spirits. Barbarians maintain a strong spiritual bond with their ancestors, drawing strength and guidance from them. This connection shapes their warrior culture and influences their fighting style. Their reverence for the past anchors their identity and provides resilience against the corruption spreading across Sanctuary. Diablo Lore Facts Part 89. The Rise of the Cult of the Triune. The Cult of the Triune is a secretive group that worships the fusion of angelic and demonic powers. Their dark rituals seek to harness this combined force for their own ends. This cult's activities add layers of intrigue and danger to Sanctuary's lore, showcasing the extremes mortals will go to gain power. Diablo Lore Facts Part 90. the final battle in Diablo 3. The climactic battle against Diablo in Diablo 3 involves the heroes confronting the prime evil's attempt to consume Sanctuary. This confrontation tests the strength, courage, and unity of the Nephalem. The victory represents a temporary triumph in the eternal conflict, but leaves lasting consequences that shape future struggles. Diablo Lore Facts Part 91. The Shadow of Mephisto. Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, is known for his cunning and manipulation. Unlike Diablo's raw terror or Baal's destruction, Mephisto's power lies in corrupting minds and sowing discord. His influence is felt throughout Sanctuary, often working behind the scenes to turn allies against each other and weaken resistance from within. Diablo Lore Facts Part 92. The Curse of the Rogue Encampment. The Rogue Encampment was the first safe haven for heroes in Diablo I. It was built near the town of Tristram as a base to fight the demonic invasion. However, the encampment's proximity to dark forces meant it was constantly under threat, symbolizing the fragile safety humanity has in the face of evil. Diablo Lore Facts Part 93. The Story of Deckard Cain. Deckard Cain is the last of the Horadrim and a guiding figure throughout the Diablo series. His vast knowledge of lore, artifacts, and demonic threats makes him invaluable to the heroes. Cain's wisdom and sacrifice represent the passing of ancient knowledge to new generations fighting darkness. Diablo Lore Facts Part 94. The Black Soulstone's role in Diablo 3's expansion. In the Reaper of Souls expansion, the Black Soulstone becomes central to the story as it holds the combined souls of the prime and lesser evils. Its power attracts numerous factions seeking control, escalating the conflict and forcing the heroes to prevent its misuse. Diablo Lore Facts Part 95. The Cultists of the Dark. Various cults worship the prime evils and lesser evils, operating secretly across Sanctuary. These cultists facilitate demonic incursions by spreading corruption and chaos. Their fanaticism and dark rituals make them dangerous enemies who often undermine the heroes from within. Diablo Lore Facts Part 96. The Rise and Fall of Baal. Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to corrupt the World Stone to unleash chaos across Sanctuary. His invasion was thwarted by the Horadrim, who trapped him in a Soulstone. Baal's destructive ambition embodies the threat of apocalyptic devastation and the desperate need for heroes to stand against it. Diablo Lore Facts Part 97. The Role of the Worldstone Keep. The Worldstone Keep was a heavily fortified bastion protecting the Worldstone. It served as the last line of defense against Baal's forces during his invasion. The Keep's fall marked a turning point in Sanctuary's history, signaling the collapse of barriers that maintained balance. Diablo Lore Facts Part 98. The Influence of the Eternal Conflict on Mortal Politics. The ongoing war between heaven and hell influences mortal kingdoms and factions. Political intrigue, wars, and alliances are often manipulated by angels or demons seeking advantage. This cosmic influence adds a layer of complexity to Sanctuary's history and the motivations of its inhabitants. Diablo Lore Facts Part 99. The Horadrim's Secret Knowledge. The Horadrim guarded powerful secrets about magic, demons, and ancient artifacts. Their knowledge was crucial in crafting tools to imprison the prime evils. The loss and rediscovery of this knowledge is a recurring theme, underscoring the importance of history and wisdom in the fight against evil. Diablo Lore Facts Part 100. The Cycle of Hope and Despair. Throughout Diablo's saga, a recurring cycle of hope rising and despair falling defines Sanctuary's fate. Heroes rise to fight darkness, only for evil to return stronger. This endless cycle drives the narrative and reflects the eternal struggle between light and dark, good and evil.